Hi everybody, I'm Alejandra, librarian at the Poinciana Branch Library with the Osceola Library System, and welcome to this week's live program. We're going to be doing this month's Take and Make, where we'll be making these beautiful paper flowers. So for those of you who don't know, we do a Take and Make program the last Wednesday of every month. We'll have these packets available 1 week prior to our live program that include the supplies you need to make the craft, as well as instructions and a reminder about which day the live show is going to be. So if you had a chance to pick up a make and take kit, you can go ahead and follow along with me with the supplies in your kit. If not, the only things you'll need for this craft are some crepe paper, you'll need a ruler, you're going to need a pair of scissors, of course, you'll need some floral tape, a pencil, and some floral stem. I'm not sure if you can see mine, it's very, very thin, but I have one right here. And then a glue stick is handy too, for in case your floral tape doesn't stick. So we can go ahead and get started. So for my petals, I did make some templates for cutting out my petals. And if you got a make and take kit, then these are included in there. If not, for our heart-shaped petal, it's going to be about 4.5 inches long and about 3.5 inches wide. And then your teardrop shaped petal is going to also be about 4 inches long and then about 2.5 inches wide. So you'll need 4 teardrop shaped petals and 6 heart shaped petals. And it doesn't have to be exactly perfect as long as you're similar to this shape. If you make them smaller, you'll get a smaller flower. If you make them bigger, you'll get a nice big flower. It's up to you. So I have here my heart shaped petal and my teardrop shaped petal. So remember, it's 4 teardrop shaped petals, 6 heart shaped petals. So you're going to take all of your petals and stretch them in the middle. So when you're using crepe paper, it is quite condensed, so you should be able to stretch it. So when you cut it, you do want your grain to be going this way so you can stretch it horizontally. If your grain is going the other way, you won't be able to stretch it this way. So you'll go ahead and stretch all of your petals, and then take your pencil and then curl the edges of it. And this just gives it a more realistic look. Okay, it might take a few tries to get a nice curl in the paper there. Okay. So that's the resulting petal, and you'll do that with all of them. Do that one too. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. Okay, so I have my 2 petals here, and you'll do that with all your petals. I'm gonna go ahead and take my floral stem. Because I have a very thin one, I am gonna fold it in half. So it's has more support for the petals. You can use a thicker floral stem or floral wire, it's up to you. And I'm going to take sort of a long piece of floral tape and completely wrap my stem just to give it some more support and make it look a little bit more polished. So if you haven't used floral tape before, it's not quite as sticky as regular tape. You do have to give it a tug, and it is coated in wax, and then it kind of just sticks to itself. So I'm just giving it a tug, like pulling it a little bit and then wrapping it completely around the stem. It's kind of just like a twist and tug. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom of the stem. And keep going. If you do have a thicker gauge of wire, you might not need to do this. You could just use your stem without wrapping it. But because mine is quite thin, I think the tape just helps support the weight of the petals. And then once you get down to the end, if you find that your end isn't quite sticking, you can use a little bit of your glue stick just to lay it down a little bit. I find that if just from the heat of my fingers is usually enough. Okay, and I'll just tug off that excess tape. See, and just kind of use the heat of my fingers to seal it there. Okay, so I'm ready to attach my first petal. You're going to want to attach your 4 teardrop shaped petals in the middle first, since they are a little bit smaller. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab just a little piece of floral tape. I'm going to wrap it around the stem here. The first petal is always a little bit tricky. It's hard to keep it in place. Do the same thing, just going to tug and twist the tape around it. Okay, and we got our first petal there. So you're going to do that with your 4 teardrop shaped petals. Just kind of form it around the stem and then tape it on. So I have a flower here that's almost complete. It's just missing 1 petal. So I'm going to show you again how I'm going to attach the bigger petals. I'm going to take a little bit of tape. I have my petal kind of placed around here. And then same thing. Just kind of give the tape a little bit of a tug. And then twist it around the stem. There you go. And then you can go ahead and open it up a little bit, fiddle with it, add tape in areas where you need more tape. But then that's your completed project. You're going to put that with the other ones. And we're all done. Just as a reminder, our next live program is going to be September 2nd at 2 p.m. where I'll be teaching you how to make dragon eggs. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Make sure you check out osceolalibrary.org for more information about our virtual programs, our services, and anything else you might want to know about. Thanks so much. Have a good one.